Good morning, YouTube fans. This is Dr. Matthew Johnson and
Christine Barclay
from
Los Angeles,
California. It is Sunday morning, May 27th, 2018, 10:01 in the morning.
We need hair and makeup first.
Hair and makeup. This is not Los Angeles, girlfriend. Okay, so we spent last night in SOIA. What did you hear or see?
I saw trees and I heard the wind.
You saw trees and you heard the wind. That's a good start, Christine. What else did you hear or see?
And your dog running around and you having dinner.
Yes, we did see that. Now, we're about to see the first public murder in SOIA.
Okay. I don't remember it all, but I brought a gift to say thank you just for sharing the land, because I don't believe anybody owns land. We all take care of it. So I brought a gift, and it was very inviting where I went in. It wasn't much longer that I just felt the barrier that you weren't allowed to go in the woods after that. Then we started seeing lights.
Orbs?
You can call them orbs, but they weren't moving.
Yeah.
You know, they were all over the place.
Yep.
All over the place. There was one 2-foot broad orb that was arched.
Yes, that's true.
And they were pretty much all over the place. And then we heard the whoopings all around, or the flying tree frogs.
Yeah, flying tree frogs,
But
right.
they would instantly move from 2 o'clock to 9 o'clock, instantaneously. And that happened all night. Even after we went to bed, it happened. And then there was one other sound in the middle of that, before we went to bed, that wasn't quite the whooping. That was a little bit lower and longer.
Yeah. I definitely heard spoken language during that time.
And then when I laid down, I definitely got my foot massage.
Not by me. I was in my bed.
It was from the ball of my feet to the top of my toes. And it lasted between 5, 10, 15 minutes, but time was really disoriented at that time, which was an interesting factor. Something else happened during the night.
You said somebody sat down on the head of your cot?
Oh yeah, there was someone who sat down on the head of my cot, and I had that at home. But I go, oh, is that just like at home? And then I heard a little noise. I can't describe it, you know. And then someone was brushing my shoulder off this morning.
Oh.
Twice, 2 brushes.
Wow. Cool.
And there was a lot of questions that was thought, and I answered them. And I had trouble with my shoulders for a couple years, so I didn't get a healing. But I've been laying on my shoulder wrong, basically. So that made it really obvious that I need to change my sleep position.
Okay. Anything else?
When you talk, I'll probably remember, but
okay.
Yeah. But there was a lot going on. It started early, as soon as we got here, practically.
And once we got to bed, there was a lot of wind that picked up.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
It was like I had to really lay on my blankets to keep them down.
Yeah. So when I was laying in bed and the wind was blowing my lighter blanket. You got the heavier, warmer blanket because I wanted to keep her warm, the LA girl who's not used to getting cold. And so I'm laying there and I have my hoodie up as usual, t-shirt over my eyes, and then all of a sudden my blanket gets pulled up over my head, and it was my SOIA guardian, Mogdu, who's the son of Zor. And so anyway, that was pretty cool. So the wind is just blowing and blowing. What do you think, 20 miles an hour? 30? It was up there.
It was really, I mean, it was all night. It was a rolling in kind of wind, you know.
Yeah.
And it would come in waves after waves.
Yeah. So in the middle of the night, sometime around dark 30, because I wasn't looking at my watch, so it was just in the middle of the night, it was dark. I'm laying there and the wind just is blowing and blowing nonstop, just going and going and going, and I'm getting a little frustrated. In my mind I say, stop blowing, go blow somewhere else. And then all of a sudden, boom, it stopped. Like right there on the dime, stop. Didn't taper down, didn't take a minute or 2 or 5 to taper down. It just, boom, stopped immediately. And I'm like, huh. And then I hear a mind speak with Tukwa, who's the younger son of Zorth, mind speaking with his older brother, Mogdu. In amazement, he goes, "He controls the winds." And Mogdu responded in kind of a confirmation type of voice, "He is the 13." And I'm laying there feeling crazy, delusional, psychotic, but I'm wide awake and I know I'm not dreaming and I know it happened. And I fall back to sleep with a smile on my face. I wake up later, the wind's starting to blow again, and I'm laying there and I'm thinking, I wonder if I can do this again. So in my mind I go, stop blowing, blow somewhere else. Boom, stopped. Now it never stopped it permanently, but it stopped it for a while and then it kicked on again. So I thought that was interesting. I also had a bear next to my cot. Oh, no, that was you.
That wasn't me.
That was her. It was funny. Anyway.
But there was, now I remember, there was someone impersonating you that was really close to me.
Oh yeah?
Within like 10 inches.
Like what? Impersonating me how?
You have a breathing. You don't have a snore.
Yeah,
but a breathing.
Heavy breathing.
Yeah, so they impersonated that, so I was comfortable, I guess.
Next to you. Our cots were about 10 feet apart.
I mean 10 inches.
Yeah, but our cots were about 10 feet apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I knew he wasn't that close because he was really out. And so it was someone impersonating his breathing.
Interesting.
That made it totally comfortable for them to be near me.
Okay, cool. So, before we sign off...
There's one more thing.
One more thing?
The trees were really close last night.
Seemed like they were scooting
Getting
in.
closer and closer and closer.
That was a perceptual, interesting event.
And I just want to say about his thing of the 13th, I had asked him about this light thing and what they call him. So, being a being of light, I kept getting light. And also in myths, there's like avatars and stuff. There's a lot of myths about people being able to control the elements of nature. So it's not the first time that we have heard someone stopping the wind or making it rain.
Well, just so we're clear, everybody out there, I think it sounds freaking crazy. I can see how it sounds delusional and psychotic, but it really did happen. But all I'm going to say is I'm just Matt, the tall, whacked out, crazy psychologist with a wild sense of humor that loves the genre, loves people, and loves bringing people out. And so don't think that's going to go to my head. I don't even know if I'll be able to ever do it again. I just know I did it last night. And I know what I heard Tukwa mind speak to Mogdu and what his response was and what you've been told. But
would that be the...
Well, yeah.
The mind is a crazy thing.
It is.
Imagination.
Yeah, so with all that said, we're getting off the mountain for a day.
Yeah.
Okay, this is Dr. J and
Christine Barclay.
signing off. Bye.